Chat, hello, welcome. We're not using the VTuber model today. I'll explain why in a second. Poketel, hello, welcome. Lurkers, hello, welcome. Real quick, sorry for the lack of streams. So, okay, let me explain. Ivy, hello, welcome. So let me explain where I've been. So Tuesday rolls around, right? And I'm like, my eyes are kind of puffy, specifically my left one, and it was irritating. And I'm like, you know what? It's probably just my allergies because I get really bad allergies. And I was over at my brother's house and there was a lot of cat hair and stuff like that. Plus, we had a warm streak followed by instant freezing. So everything's probably dead, but stuff started to pollinate and kill me as well. So I'm like, I am just not feeling good enough to stream. So I'm not going to stream. So I didn't stream Tuesday. I'm like, I'll do it Wednesday. If you don't know, yesterday, YouTube had a big old stinky issue, probably because they love vibe coding, and it was deleting every message that was in English. So I made the decision to not stream yesterday because, well, I don't like talking to myself unless I just have to. I mean, I do it all the time, and I probably could have, but it would have been really awkward, and I'm sure you guys would also be frustrated not being able to see messages. I assume it was something to do with them trying to test some auto-translate. But yeah, that's what it is. Now, why is there no VTuber model today? Well, I just got back to the doctor about an hour ago. They put iodine in my eye. I see half yellow at the moment. And my eye is somewhat numb. All normal. Speaking Portuguese from now on. That would have, well, it depends. If you would have had, I think Bio said you had to have like a symbol or something like that. So if you were using just like the QWERTY keyboard, I think it wouldn't have worked. Unless you used maybe like accents or something like that. Something along those lines. But I also wouldn't have been able to understand it. And it would have been bad all around. So anyways, that's where the streams have been. Before we start ranking everything, I want to talk about the schedule for the rest of the week. Tomorrow is going to be a very busy day. I'm going to start streaming at probably like 8-ish tomorrow. 8 a.m. And because I think the Pokemon Direct's at 9 a.m. Eastern. Pretty sure it is. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm gonna stream the Pokemon Presents live. So I will be doing that. I'm only gonna stream it on YouTube though. I will not be doing a Twitch stream tomorrow morning. It's solely gonna be on YouTube. The next thing is RE9 also comes out tomorrow. So after probably lunch or so, I will probably be streaming RE9. 9 a.m. Eastern? Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll be up at 8 a.m. I'll start streaming roughly at 8 a.m. We'll probably just play Sword and Shield for an hour, or maybe I'll play Fire Red and Leaf Green because I already have those games just to see how well they work. That's actually probably what we'll do. But then we'll do that. Around lunchtime, RE9 will hit. I almost wanted to stay up till midnight tonight and stream RE9, but because of this eye situation, I don't want to do that. So, sorry chat, I'm not staying up till midnight. I want to try to get some sleep. But we're here! As you guys know, it's Bug Month. Don't forget, today and tomorrow and 25 days presently is Bug Month. And you're probably thinking, what's Bug Month? Bug Month is Bug Month. And you know what's close to bugs? Grass types. Yeah, I've made that connection. They're similar. It's Pokemon the game of Sword and Shield, especially because you get free Charmanders. I was so mad when that happened in the original Sword and Shield games. Because it's like, really? Bug Month. Yeah, Bug Month. So, grass types are close enough to bug months, or bug types. So we're here with Tier Maker. Yeah, see, Wormadam's a bug. All ties together in the strings of fate. I'm going to try to run through this. Well, I'm not really going to run through it, but I do have to pick up a prescription whenever it's ready. I don't know when it's going to be ready, because they've gave me some special eye drops that I'm going to have to get. But yeah, so if it's ready, I might like start speeding up, but we'll take our time for a bit. Also, check, can you guys hear music? Am I crazy? Oh yeah, and Parasect. Parasect's bass, by the way. Congrats to Parasect. New tier is a bug. You know what? We're not gonna add a new tier. Yes. I hear music. Okay, cool. Alright, let's start. Chat, I can't believe it. Our first one is Bulbasaur. This one is gonna blow everyone's mind. Levani also bug top. See, so many bug tops. I know you guys will never guess this. Bulbasaur, it's going straight to the fake grass type because you guys think it's a tree, but it's actually, it's an S tier. Let's be honest, Bulbasaur's design, it's cute. The very first Pokemon you encounter, the only correct choice in Kanto, by the way. If you pick the other choices, then, well, I don't know what to tell you. What about Charmander? Nope. I probably will do these more often, by the way, as long as I find the, like, tier list, like, where they're at. Because I enjoy doing these, and they do well. I need water, chat. Don't forget to hydrate. Alright, now this one actually might be a shocker. Ivysaur. You would think Ivysaur, evolution of Bulbasaur, it's gotta be, by the way, I'm only gonna keep a few, I'm gonna try to limit S tiers, okay? Just gonna limit it. Ivysaur, you think evolution of Bulbasaur, probably also S tier. Well, guess what? You would be absolutely wrong. I actually am not the biggest fan of Ivysaur's design. I don't know what it is specifically. It goes from like a cute little like Bulbasaur to Angie teen Ivysaur. I don't know. It's an okay design. Okay design. I know that shocks everyone. I know it shocked everyone. Is an A tier for me? Yeah. I should probably, if you guys want to do this, here, I'll post it here. You can also do that. There's the tier list. Hopefully it actually works. Alright, Venusaur, right? Based. I think Venusaur is absolutely peak in every way. A good ability. It's a tree. Looks like a tree, is a tree. This is the grass type. When I think of grass, I think of trees. And Venusaur is a tree. I mean, what else is there, right? Easy A tier. Easy A tier. It's not Bulbasaur level, but I like it more than Ivysaur. It's cool design. He's also, his Gen 1 is like really cool. He's just like a big tree laying about. Mega Venusaur, also A tier design. I really like Mega Venusaur. I think it just enhances Venusaur, even though really, he just gets a flower on his head. By the way, I'm using he because these are two male Venusaurs. I know, actually, I can't remember if Mega Venusaur female has the seed, but I'm pretty sure that they are both males, actually. And Venusaur isn't on a fraud like the other Candle Stars. Doesn't need a gimmick to be good. Pretty epic, yeah. However, the same cannot be said of G-Max Venusaur. I am not a fan of G-Max Venusaur. I'll say it. I think they pretty much ruined the design of Venusaur. He's all the way in the you know what you did tier. For that Daniel, the cooler Daniel meme, yeah. G-Max Venusaur is just Venusaur, except let's just make only your petals get bigger. And not only that, lose the like patterns, and it just makes you look really dumb. It actually reminds me of like a Deku flower from Majora's Mask. So yeah, unfortunately, G-Max Venusaur, you know what you did tier. Can't believe it. I know this is a shocker. This is probably a shocker for many people's first like tier list. But you know what's not a shocker? Oddish. Straight up B tier. I like Oddish. 420 weed. It's a funny mon. What can you say? What can you say about Oddish? He's the meme. The only one that's a better meme is Bellsprout at like 69. So yeah, B. I also might move these around later on when we start getting them in here. But yeah, we're going there. Gloom. Alright, chat. I'm not a Gloom fan. I don't actually know of a single person that's a Gloom fan. But yeah, I'm not a big Gloomer. I'll say it. I think it's kind of a weird mod. It's always drooling. And yeah, it looks like it's just a rotted plant that somehow gets like reinvigorated. C tier. Gloom C tier. Not good. Only good for sweet scenting. But turns it around with Vileplume. It's an okay Pokemon. I think Vileplume is really cool in... Actually, okay, Vileplume is just kind of okay. I'll be honest. The grass starter of Gen 10 is Gloom 2, yeah. Also, chat, I hope you guys are excited for Gen 10's announcement. I do have a bingo board prepared for tomorrow For those that are up, you can bingo with us. I do have a bingo board prepared. But yeah, Vileplume, I think it's just okay. You know, I think it would be, I think it's slightly below Oddish, but like, probably, Ivysaur's probably between them. Actually, I'm going to move Mega Venusaur too, because Mega Venusaur is cooler than regular Venusaur. Blossom, A tier mon. I don't know if you guys know this, but I actually love Blossom's design. It sucks because Blossom is arguably worse than Vileplume in every sense of the form, but I just like its design. It's a cool, like, hula dancer. His low S for me. I like Blossom a lot. Alright, chat, we got Paris and Parasect. Okay. Yeah, C tier for both of these guys. I've never been like a huge Parasect fan at all. They're both here. I do like Paris more than Parasect. But yeah, that's it. That's all they're good in life. They're Sporemons, I suppose. Really good with Quiver Dance, Weather Ball. I still feel like Vileplume would be better just because it doesn't die to as many things. Having that poison really helps. Although I guess it's not weak to Psychic anymore. But who uses Psychic top? But anyways, we moved on to Parasect. Chat, I'm rubbing my eyes. I should not be rubbing my eyes, but I am rubbing my eyes. Parasect and Paris, they're you know what you did. Well, I guess they're C tier. They're not you know what you did, but yeah. Bellsprout, I think Bellsprout is better than Vileplume, but not better than like Ivysaur or Oddish. I mean, it's 69 is its Pokedex number. Purely Paris and Parasect. You know what? Just for that, Paris, you're getting the you know what you did tier. I remember that. Now that Not brought that up, I can't remember if Parasect was very annoying in Pokemon Legends Arceus, but Paris was absolutely annoying. You know what you did tier is what Paris is. But yeah, nice. Bellsprout is nice. It's in the nice tier. It's in the nice. I think it's funny. It's got a funny number. I think Oddish is slightly funnier though. Also, I just like Oddish's better design. But Weepinbell, I actually really like Weepinbell. Actually, same thing for Weepinbell and Victory Bell. I actually like Victory Bell more than Blossom. So whenever I play through multiple versions of Pokemon and I don't have access to a Bulbasaur, like if I choose a Squirtle, my next grass type choice in Kanto is actually Weepinbell and like the evolution line. I specifically never caught a Bellsprout, but I would always just catch Weepinbell and just evolve it like right away. I just like these two guys. It's the Pog plant. Exactly. Pog plants. But I just really like them. Also, I feel like in Gen 1, Victory Bell is slightly better than Venusaur because it's got a better attack. Victory Bell Mega. Oh, this isn't on here. Because it doesn't have it on here. Victory Bell's Mega is probably a B tier. It doesn't have Legends. I forgot Legends ZA added Mega Evolution. Chat, remind me. I'll rank the Legends ZA's Megas that are on here. Is Mega Victory Bell the only grass Pokemon that got a Mega? It is, right? Or else did. I can't remember. Alright. Yeah, I feel like Mega Victory Bell's B. It would have been an A when it first came out, but Oh, Meganium. I forgot about Meganium. I haven't used Mega Meganium, so it's in the... actually, I did use it some. I like regular Meganium's design more. I would probably also rank it... Well, we'll get there when I rank Meganium. Oh, and Scovillain. Okay, I'll rank Scovillain when we get there. Chat, don't let me forget. Chestnut too? Okay, alright. I forgot about Chestnut. I'm forgetting a lot. I'm forgetting those. I'll rank them. Just don't let me forget. Voltorb? Okay, chat. S tier mon. I love Hisuian Voltorb. I think its design. Oh, one sec. I'm getting a phone call, chat. One sec, chat. I'm getting a phone call. It's probably the pharmacy. Chat, don't worry, I'm back. Sorry about that. Hey, my prescription has been delayed. It was me all along the board. Alright, I love Voltorb. This thing shiny's good, the design is good, the gimmick behind it is good. I think this is a peak Pokemon. I really like Hisuian Voltorb. Electrode, not so much. Not a big fan of Electrode. To me, inverting it makes the shiny not as cool. Also, the it just doesn't look, I don't know, there's just something. Yeah, it sucks that's delayed, but I guess it works out for the stream. They're like, hey, the medicine's out of stock. We'll get it in a couple days. I'm like, okay. Maybe it'll be good by then. We'll see. But yeah, Electrode, I think I'm not a big fan of it. Not a big fan of it. The facial expression isn't as cool. The shiny of it's not as good, even though it's just the normal Voltorb shiny, but flipped upside down. I just like Voltorb more. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of Hisuian Electrode. Also, not a big fan of eggs. Eggs, not a big fan. It's just eggs. So, there's your eggs. I guess you could break them. In Gen 1, one of the eggs is massive, so it looks funny. And he gets a really solid move called Barrage, which is, you know, the strongest move in Gen 1. Source, trust me, bro. Execute, though? Execute's alright. I think regular Execute, that is. It's okay. I think it's goofy enough. It's a coconut tree. That's all it is. But you know what is cooler than Execute? Alolan Execute. I feel like Alolan Execute, though, is like probably low A tier for me. Executor. Am I saying Execute? Chat. Executor. That's what I meant. Clearly. Dragon Tree. Yeah, I think this is like a low A tier. I think I like it better than Weepinbell, but not better than Blossom. Actually, I think I do like it better than Blossom. So maybe it's like a mid A tier. It's just goofy. It's a tree. It's so much better. Yeah, I agree. It's just a goofy mod. The design of it is goofy. The memes for it are goofy. It's just mwah, chef's kiss. It is chef's kiss. Also, MLG Kid, hello. You came in right as I had to disappear for my eye thing. So yeah, there's that. I think Alolan Executor is like a really good, it's just funny mod. Spaghetti. I think Spaghetti's pretty good. This mod gives me PTSD from Kazo, but overall, I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Actually, you know what? You know what you did here. I'm getting flashbacks. For those that don't know, this little bastard over here really screwed me over in Kazo. Emerald Kazo. Turns out, yeah, also the Stadium Randomizer. Yeah, you know what you did here. Bond is evil. That's Terry. No, this is evil. Tangela is evil. Not only will it just bond you forever and make you lose against Erica, but also, it goes really fast in the sun and hurts. You know what you did here. Tangrowth? C tier. I like it more. I feel like, yeah, I like it more than Parasect. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Tangrowth. I'll be honest. It's one of those mons that I feel like it got an evolution, but I feel like it could be so much cooler. It could be so much cooler. But it is what it is. Also, I guess we're switching to Gen 4 now. Leafeon. I think Leafeon is actually probably a high C tier mod for me. I've never been a big fan of Leafeon's design. It's not one of my favorite evolutions for obvious reasons, but I think it's just a slightly below mid design. Really good physical defense though, if you don't know. But yeah, it's just slightly below. Okay. Hi, as for me, the Chikorita incident. Alright. Chat. Where do we put Chikorita? Leafeon's top 3 evolutions? I wish I could say that. Umbreon, Jolteon, Sylveon, Vaporeon, Espeon, Glaceon. I like all those more than Leafeon. Actually, Leafeon might be my least favorite evolution. Because I like Flareon better than it as well. So maybe it is the last one. Chikorita is A for me, same for Bayleaf. Okay. So my bottom 2. I really like Glaceon. I wish its shiny was better, but I like it. Actually, I wish its normal colors were better because I think its shiny's good. But yeah. Alright. So here's the problem with Chikorita. This thing, I like Chikorita's design, but I remember shiny hunting this little bastard for like 4 hours to get one of them. I think it was actually 2 hours. And what should have been a very easy hunt. It has scarred me for life, and I never want to shiny hunt starters, except when I have to. So yeah, it's evil. It's got to go in the you know what you did tier. However, Bayleaf is a really good design. I like Bayleaf a lot. I actually think Bayleaf is like peak Meganium line. Like, it just looks really cool. It looks like a dinosaur. It's cool. It radiates aura. You know what you did? A tier for itself. Yeah. Well, when we pass it, let me know what Pokemon you think it is. Or let me know what Pokemon it is. But I really like Bayleaf. Out of their entire like Johto line, it's probably my favorite. Also, it's probably my favorite Johtomon, to be honest. Meganium, I like Meganium, but I don't think it's A tier worthy. And I talked about Mega Meganium because you guys brought it up. I feel like Mega Meganium would be B tier as well. I like regular Meganium's form better, but Mega Meganium, it's still pretty good. Mega Meganium is better than regular Meganium. But yeah, Meganium, hobby for Meganium. Alright, I'm just gonna do us all a favor, and I'm not a fan of any of these Pokemon. The Hoppip line are very gimmicky. They're fast. They're not good. They're annoying because they're everywhere in Johto. The C tier. Below C tier. Not a fan of any of them. Actually, Skiploom is below Jumpluff. Not a fan. Hoppip, at least, is somewhat funny. Those are world champions are shaming. They should be shamed. Same Pokathlon style as Arceus. Oh, we're going to get to Sunkern. Alright. So, chat. Sunkern and Sunflora. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sunkern, really bad mon. And I would agree, except for Kazo. Sunkern and Sunflora are so good in Kazo because you're able to get them really early. And it has growth, which is like one of the few moves you learn that can do damage. And literally, Sunflora carried me for the first 3 gyms in Emerald Kazo. So Sunflora, just because of that, we're going to put you at like mid B tier. Massive carry. Massive carry. Sunkern, though, you know what you did. Alright, so let me explain this story here. If you don't know, I like shiny hunting. You know what Pokemon really sucks to shiny hunt in Scarlet and Violet? This little asshole. This little thing. It can only spawn in the mornings, I think, or some time of day. Actually, it might be able to spawn in all times of day, but it can only spawn on 1 per patch of grass. And by grass, I mean 1 specific thing of flowers. I hunted this thing. This was my longest hunt in Scarlet and Violet, by the way. For weeks, I'm pretty sure. It might have actually been months. I can't remember how long it was. But Death, I challenged Death to shiny hunt it. He found the thing in like a day. It was like a couple hours. This thing rarely spawns. It only spawns one. And to make it off, it feels like it only spawned in the morning. I can't remember if it spawned more than that, but it felt like it. Trash. Quapua. You know what you did, Tier. Sunkern, you know what you did. Alright, Celebi. Chat, I don't know if this is a controversial take. I think Celebi is... Where do I think Celebi goes? I think Celebi is... probably high B. I might move this to low A. I like Celebi's design. I remember hearing the playground rumors before it was announced in the US about how there's going to be a time-traveling Pokemon back before these interwebs were a thing. And wazam, we have Celebi. 4 times a week to bug. Bug month! Told you, it all ties back to bug. All of it. All ties back to it. But yeah, I think Celebi's pretty good. I think it's okay. Might be a low A tier, but we'll see. We'll see. I just like its design. I like the interaction within Heart Gold Soul Silver. I like the lore behind it. But yeah, it's there. Alright, on to... I haven't missed any... Celebi is the hero of time. Or time. Of time. Yes. Trico line. I'll be honest, chat. Trico line slaps. I like the Trico line a lot. I think it is better. Okay, so we'll start here. Trico, better than Victory Bell. Grovyle is better than Trico. Sceptile is low A tier for me, though. Mega Sceptile is probably better than Pogmon. I have so many A's. I promise we'll get there. But, alright, so I think the Trico line's really good. I think all the Hoenn starters, honestly, are really good, just design-wise. I just always like Grovyle more than the other ones. Trico's really cool. Really fast grass type, which is somewhat rare in this huge chunk of slow grass types. But I just like its design. Normal Sceptile, though, it just kind of looks a little too goofy. I think it's like tail top deal, and I know what you're thinking. Well, then why is Mega Sceptile higher? And it's because Mega Sceptile aura farms. Like, look at this guy. He's just like, you want some? Grouse, you know what you did, piece of shit here, because of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. See, I've only played one Mystery Dungeon game, and it was the remake of the original one. And I don't remember Sceptile in that game at all. So, I remember Gengar being a jerk, though. But we're not ranking ghost types, we're ranking bug types. And by bug types, I mean grass types. Bug month! But yeah, Mega Sceptile aura farms. Even though, also Grass Dragon. Pretty cool topping. Too bad it can't handle the coolness. It literally, everything about it cool. No positive, not piece of shit. Oh. Month bug. Yeah, month bug. Alright, chat. Here's something I know everyone is going to see coming. Lotad, S tier. I like Lotad slightly more than Hisuian Voltorb. Voltorb, I mean, Lotad, pretty cool. It's really cool. I like it a lot. I do think... I think its evolution is a little goofier, though, in the non-cool way. He's got, like, a big overbite. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to go, like, high C tier. But Quackmole, A tier. High A tier. I like Quackmole more than Venusaur. It's hilarious. It dances. Mirror Bee's theme. In honor of this... One sec, chat. In honor of this... One sec. In honor of this, we will go Mirror Bee theme. Alright, chat. We'll jam out to Mirror Bee theme for this. Let me know if it's too quiet, though. And so I'm glad you didn't put them in B or even C, like I've seen with many others. I like Sceptile's design a lot. I like Lotad. I like Ludi Loco. You know, I think Lotad is like the peak. Also, Lotad's shiny is arguably like super pog. I really like Lotad Shiny. I like Lotad Shiny more than Quackle Shiny. Ludi Loco, it is what it is. High A tier though, really, really cool. C-Dot, I think C-Dot, where do I think C-Dot goes? I think C-Dot is very inoffensive. It is like B. The dance, yeah, exactly. Sander, it is me. Missing an eye. Not really, but I feel like I'm missing an eye. C-Dot, also I hope you've been well, Sander. C-Dot, very inoffensive. I don't think it's high C. I think it's like low B. I think it's low B. Actually, I like... Yeah, maybe it is a C. Also, horror stories about shiny hunting it because it exploded the one I found. That's long ago. It has been a fat minute. Nuzleaf. Chow, I'm losing it. I think Nuzleaf is cooler than Tangrowth, but also not a big fan. And Shiftry is like there. Shiftry, I'm not a big fan of Shiftry. Shiftry's not very good. It's weird. It's a weird mon. It's not very Tengu-like. I don't really have much to say about Shiftry. It's just Shiftry. We also have more B's than, or yeah, more A's than B's. We'll have to fix that. Speaking of B's, as they say, Shroomish and Breloom, I feel like are both high B. Actually, I think Breloom is high B. I think Shroomish is still probably high B, but not as cool as Meganium or Celebi. After the SV buff. Oh yeah, it did get an SV buff. It got like wind power or something, didn't it? Isn't that the ability it got? Something along those lines? Oh, I should also make it to where this loops. Oh, this is 30 minutes. Okay, this is a 30-minute long Mirror Beat theme, and we're all for it. Yeah, not much else to say about him. Wind Rider, that's what it is, yeah. I think it's a cool ability. It does have that, but still not better than... I'm not a fan of it, in general. Also, not a fan of Budew or Roselia. I think Budew, better than Hoppiplan in my mind, like design-wise. Probably above Shiftry, honestly. And raise attack when hit by wind moves. Hard counter Zapdos, yeah. Until Zapdos uses Heat Wave, that it totally is going to get. Clearly. Because it needs more special moves. Budew. I think Budew's like low C tier. Roselia, I think is slightly worse than Budew. Roserade, though, I don't know what it is with Roserade. I think Roserade's really cool. I don't think it's Breloom cool, but I think it is better than Celebi. Or when Zapdos becomes British. British Zapdos. Oh yeah! I forgot it does become British. Peck Zapdos is gonna hard carry. It will in Gen 1. It will in Gen 1. Alright, Cacnea and Cacturn. Also, chat, I am starving. Unrelated to this, though. There's a lot of grass tops. Oh, there is a lot of grass tops. Alright, I haven't missed any of the megas, right? I don't think I have. Zapdos has Heat Wave and Wind Rider blocks Heat too. Oh, never mind that. Can't wait for Zapdos to get Fire Blast. There you go. Cacnea, I think Cacnea... What do I think about Cacnea? I think Cacnea is like a low B. I think Cacnea is low B. Cacturn, though? Probably there. I'm not a big fan of the Cactus line. Not a big fan of them at all. Not a big fan. Laleep and Credilli. Okay, I like these Pokemon. I don't think they're A tier. But I do think I like them better than Roserade. Like both of them. I do like Laleep's design slightly more than Credilli. Has in prison for their crimes against Smogon. What do they do in Smogon? I'm not aware of the Smogon lore. I just assume that no one uses them because they're there. Sorry, chat. I gotta jam out sometimes. Also, chat, I'm hydrating. I'm running out of water very quickly. I almost dropped my water, chat. Saved it. Sandvale. Oh, yeah, that tracks. All right, Tropius. Tropius is cool. Not as cool as Venusaur, but high A tier for me. As the James buff, at least. Yeah. I like Cagnia and Cacturn. Well, I like Cagnia. Cacturn, not so much. Yeah, I think... What did we just rank? Oh, Tropius. I think Tropius is cool. It's bananas. You can't go wrong with bananas. It just really sucks that it's really bad. Like, extremely bad. Really, really bad, actually. Alright, we're on to the Turtwig line. I was going to make a line here of always dies in my playthrough. I am going to make it. Alright. Oh, what did I do? Let's, add a row above. And you're gonna be, always dies to an us move in my Nuzlocke. Alright, chat. I'll make it pretty for us. You're gonna be a cool us blue. So, if you guys know, I love this line. I think this line is really good. I think that they're all, like, A tier design. Even Grottle. Unfortunately, every time I've used one, it always dies to some random ice move that I just never see coming. I know I should. Like, who expects Medicham having Ice Punch? Not me, that's who. But it's always Zorterra when it dies. It's always Zorterra. Actually, I think I like Mega Venusaur better. I think I like Venusaur, like the Venusaurs themselves, better than Grottle. But I like Turtwig. I think Turtwig's a really cool mon. Burmy. Burmy's trash. We'll move it over there. Cherubi's line. Alright. Cherubi, you know what you did here? For those that do not know, this thing is an actual Satan mon for Legends Arceus. You need to catch like 5 of them. And they're... Oh, chat, I'm losing it. Wormadam. I promise I know my Pokemon. I promise. I'm going crazy. This is what happens, chat, when you lose sleep a lot. Spoilers. Anyways, Wormadam's really bad. Cherubi, this thing is actual Satan to try to get in Legends Arceus. You know what you did here. Awful. Awful, awful, awful for whoever put that side quest in there. Gil's getting old. I'm old and sleepy because I haven't been sleeping well because of my eye. And hungry. I'm getting hit with a wombo combo of, like, evilness. Gil does not know his grass top. Send him to the fake grass top. Don't worry. We'll get there soon. I promise. Sharam. Okay. So, I'm trying to think of, like, what I want to do. I think Sharam is a really cool designed mon. I really like its Sunny form. I think its Sunny form is probably low A tier. Its non-Sunny form, though, I'm actually not a fan of. But it's not like C tier bad. I think it's like a low B tier. I think it's low B tier. Yeah, that's all we got there for it. Carnivon. Alright, chat. Carnivon, I think, arguably might be, like, the worst grass type known to mankind. I'll be honest. I'll put it above Wormadam. I'll put it above Hoppiplup. I'll put it above Skiploom. Carnivon, if you guys don't know, pure grass type. Not very good. at all in any shape or form. Pretty sure the only ability it gets is levitate still. And grass resists that, like resist ground. It's goofy. It's just Carnivon. So yeah. Alright. Snover, Abomasnow, and Mega Abomasnow. Alright, Snover. I think Snover is like low B tier mon in my mind. I think it's low B tier. I think it's got a cool shiny, but it's just there. You know. Alright, we're swapping this up and there we go. We'll move back to this. I can only listen to the same song repeat so many times, chat. So many times. Quote from movie. Carnivon as well, a sad joke. You could use it for rage power plus sleep powder, maybe acid spray, but if you're doing that, just use Venonat. Yep. Venonat would be better. Would be better. Poor Carnivon. Snover though, it's actually, is Snover the only ice grass type Pokemon? It is, right? So at least it's unique. It's got a unique design. Abomasnow, I like Abomasnow better than Snover, but not by much. And I like Mega Abomasnow slightly better than like Cacnea. I think this is like a really cool design for it. Abomasnow is just kind of funny because people call him Obama. And Snover's just there. There's their line. Alright, we got fake grass tops. We got our first fake grass top, chat. Rotom, you're not a grass top. This is the best line, yeah. I agree. I think it being like on its all fours just makes it look really intimidating. In general, it just looks really cool. It looks like it can charge up things with its crystals. I don't know if that's what it can do, but that's what in my head canon it is. But Rotom, fake grass top. Fake grass top. Alright. One sec, chat. I need to turn off my AC. It's cold. I'm a cold boy. Alright, we're back. So, chat. I wish Mega Snow had weather synergy ability instead of snow warning, slush rush. That would actually be really cool. Especially because it could just swap in there. Maybe it will one day. Maybe they'll change it. That'd be very nice. A snow attacking boosted version of solar power would be really, really cool. Alright, Shaman. If you guys don't know, Shaman is Hog. It is one of my favorite mythicals. And it's just great. It's going all the way up to S tier. I like Shaman more than Lotad. Normal Shaman, that is. Shaman Ska. I am actually not a big fan. It's like a high C. Don't like the idea behind it. Don't like the how it turns into the Shaman Ska. It's really annoying. I think it loses some of its cool design from where it's like a hedgehog to a flying hedgehog. Oh yeah, they are almost all the same. So what's the criteria of the tier list? Whatever I like. Also, I like the fake grass top tier. Yeah, well, we're about to add another fake grass top. Some cute flower basket into Sonic the Hedgehog. I would not say this is Sonic the Hedgehog. This is an abomination. I don't know what this is, but it's not a cute hedgehog. Also, chat, hedgehogs. Also, Saren, hello. You know it. Hedgehogs are like one of my favorite pets in general. You can't own them in Georgia, but yeah. Arceus is a normal top. I'm getting there. Arceus, fake grass top. Fake grass top. I'll say it. It's there. Snobbyline. Alright. Chat, I don't know if this is going to be controversial or not. Yeah, I can't own them in Georgia. I think you can, like, okay, I think you actually might be able to own them, but you can't buy them in Georgia or something like that. It's, like, weird. It's, like, a weird, like, thing. You can't, like, buy them and get them shipped to Georgia. You had to, like, I would have to go to, like, Tennessee or Florida or something like that. Also, there's, like, nowhere around here that takes care of them. But, yeah, hedgehogs are really cool pets in my mind. Alright, Snobbyline. Snobbyline chat. I am not a fan of the Snivy line in general. I think Snivy is like here for me, probably. Servon is like here. Have Pet Hedgehog. What would you name it? I probably would name it Sonic. Probably would. It'd probably be Sonic. I mean, how do you not have a hedgehog and not name it Sonic? But it also depends on what I'm like into at the time. Because like if I just finished watching like Game of Thrones, like the Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which by the way, if you haven't watched it, it's really good. You should watch it. So I might name it like a Targaryen or something like that. But anyways, you should call it Shadow instead. Well, it would have to love Latinas. Latinas would have to love the hedgehog. Who was I talking to about this? I was talking to someone about Shadow the Hedgehog. I think it was a friend of mine that isn't on stream. I think it might be Sil, actually. No one here knows Sil, but not. But I think we were talking about Shadow the Hedgehog. And I always got to throw up the thing. I have a Discord soundboard thing. Chat, let me know if you can hear this. One sec. I'm pretty sure you can hear this. Speaking of Shadow.
You're a beta male, Sonic.
I assume you can hear it, but you know, you gotta have your Shadow on. You gotta have your Shadow the Hedgehog ready. You never know. Maria with a hedgehog and it blew it out of toilet paper? No, I have not. I heard it excellent. Classic Shadow. Classic. I love that sound clip. Greatness. Alright, chat. Survivor? Superior, I mean. I like this thing shiny. Not good. I'm not a fan. I'll see if I can find it. Okay. I'm not a fan of Superior. Not a fan. I think Superior is like better than these two, but like Carnivon level. I know it's arguably better because of Contrary Leaf Storm. So many radical left participate in speedrunning. What? Oh, is that another quote that he does? Dude, greatness. I need to go back and watch some of that stuff. Yeah, Superior, not a fan. I like it shiny. I think its ability is good. I just am not a fan. If that's from the same video, oh, as you can tell, I've never watched the same video. I am a fake Shadow the Hedgehog fan. Actually, chat, I've said this before. I'm not a big Sonic fan in general. The only Sonic game I've ever played is like Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic 06. Really scraping the top tier Sonic games. Really scraping them. Rest in peace, Kevin. Actually, Kevin's still fine. He's in my closet, but neither here nor there. Alright, the monkeys, they're fake grass tops. I know you guys are like, well, they're not fake. No, they're fake. Saying it fully seriously on Twitter. Wow. Time for another 06 playthrough. If someone gives me $500, I'll do it. Yeah, these are fake grass tops. They don't actually exist. Let's be honest here, chat. The monkeys don't exist in any person's mind. What a missed opportunity that they didn't get a Mega. What a missed opportunity. Alright, Swaddlon. I think the Swaddlon is okay. I think also B tier for like Swaddle. I like it more than like this. I would probably go like this, honestly, for those two. Levanny, I actually do like Levanny slightly more, but probably not by much. Not by much. The Whimsicott line. I think Whimsicott. Okay, chat. Hear me out. Whimsicott, great shiny, great mon. Arguably really good. I've just never been like a huge fan of it. I think both of these mods, I think Whimsicott B tier, like high B tier, and probably like high C tier for Cottony. In my mind. In my mind. Also, we're like halfway done, chat. Probably halfway done. Petlil, okay, Petlil, I'm gonna put low A tier for Petlil. Here's one thing with Petlil. It's really annoying to shiny hunt in Sword or Scarlet Violet. I remember trying to shiny hunt this thing, and it was a nightmare. And I ended up with like a bazillion Skiddos and Go-Goats. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move you guys like right here. You know what they did. They're like the least offensive ones. Actually, it's probably something like this. But yeah, something like this. For those guys. I know I skipped a little bit, but that's okay. Skiddo, Go-Goat up there. In the, you know what you did, dear. You know what you did. Mainly because it's got ties to Petlil. Because in Sword and Shield, or Scarlet and Violet, I'm so sorry, chat. Scarlet and Violet, Petlil is a pure grass type, which means to shiny hunt it, only grass types are around there. And would you believe it? Everywhere there's a normal grass type, Skiddo and Go-Goat. Yep. Lilligant, though? Alright, chat. Lilligant, easily A tier. I actually like both of these. Actually, I think I like Ludicolo more than Hisuian Lilligant, but I do like both of them. I used to not like them, but I definitely grew attached to Lilligant in general, just because I think it's a really cool mod. It also has such a good shiny. I don't talk about shinies a lot, and I'm not ranking things off based off shinies alone, but it's really cool. If you haven't seen it, Shiny Lilligant is like peak. I'll pull it up real quick. Shiny Lilligant. I spell Lilligant wrong, but that's okay. Anyways, base design. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this design. Chat, ignore my wallpaper. Just in case. Just in case, chat. But base design. Base shiny. I like Lilligant a lot. Also, that was me hiding the wallpaper to make sure I didn't get demonetized. Didn't want another Necrotus Nito to, claim the stream. That being said, alright, chat. I know Carnivon is pretty bad. However, this next Pokemon is also pretty bad. I did not like Maractus. Right here with Carnivon. Actually, I think I like Carnivon more. Actually, I think I like Superior more than these guys. Now that I'm thinking about it. But Maractus, not good. Maractus is like a Pokemon that I feel like it needs something. It needs like an evolution. I don't know what it would need. It needs something. It needs a lot of things, actually. It's just not good. I don't like its design. Yeah, it's a Maractus. Gen 5 mod. There's your answer to those. Alright, Deerling. Chat. I'm gonna add another tier real quick. Add one below. This is gonna be extra forms. Because all their forms are pretty much the exact same. In general. We'll rank. I like the pink one the best. But it's just a Deerling. Also, should probably be up here. Because it's also kind of annoying. But like. It's probably here for me. It's like high C. Winter Sawsbug, specifically, top notch. Chat, should I rank each one of these? I guess I'll rank each one of these. They'll all be close to each other. So if I had to rank them, it would probably be like this. There we go. Sawsbuck. I actually think out of the Sawsbuck line, I think it also is C tier. However, I know, Pokedex, you just brought the winter form. I actually am not a fan of the winter form. I would argue the winter form is kind of garbage, but this one is worse than them all. You go behind, like, here. I am not a fan of that form. There's the forms. Not a fan of winter. Not a fan. Spit on it. But you know what you can't spit on? Fungus. Easy A tier. No, I like Petlo more, but Fungus and Amoongus, chat. How can you not have them in A tier? Good Pokemon. They're the original Sussmon. They're the ones that are like sus. They're the one. Wait, chat. I got this. They're the ones that are like. They're the ones that are like. Wait.
Uh-oh, it's confused.
That's what them. Oh yeah, I should probably remove the extra form. Chat, how do I remove this? Delete row. Cool. Alright, that's what they are. That's what they are. They're the Sussmons. You gotta love them. You gotta love them. Ditto would be the original imposter, but they're also up there. I think they're more of the imposter than Ditto. But imposter is also extra funny. So, Pharaoh Seed and Pharaoh Thorn. Alright, chat. Where do you guys think these two go? I think these two guys are... Okay, I think I like Pharaoh's... I think they're like high C tier. I know competitively, they're like... Oops. They're like good. But... I'm not like the biggest fan. This guy might be low B to me. I might move him later. They're like inoffensively okay. Probably. Or maybe they're B. I don't know. Chat, I don't know. They're somewhere around in there. Either there or high B or like low B. One of those two. They're annoying to fight. Also, I'm pretty sure the draft lock, when we were doing it with Saren and like the Gen 5 draft lock, I'm pretty sure this little guy like stalled me out and cost me a mon. Pretty sure that happened in the season 2 draft lock. Pretty sure that was the case. Verizon Wireless. I think I like Verizon not that much. Verizon Wireless, it's got a cool shiny though. But its shiny doesn't save it. Its shiny doesn't save it, chat. It's just there. Also, Game Freak has been loving to put Verizon and the Swords of Justice in the games. They've been in like every Switch game. So yeah, there's that. Alright, Chespin line. Alright, Chespin, I think Chespin is like probably high. Higher? Nope, no higher for me. Nope, Verizon stays there. But Chespin, I think Chespin's a high B tier Pokemon. I like it a lot. What I don't think though is a high B tier Pokemon. I'm gonna have to start like scrolling. Is Quilladin. I think Quilladin, huge miss. Huge miss with Quilladin. I think Quilladin actually probably is like here. I'm not a fan of Quilladin. This wireless provider isn't one Gil approves of. Sinus T-Mobile. Yeah. Also, I'm also not a fan of Verizon. I used to have Verizon, but I swapped carriers, actually. Because Verizon was, like, screwing me over, in a way. Chestnut, I think Chestnut also is a missed opportunity. I like it better than Quilladin. It's probably, like, right here for me. However, if Mega Chestnut was on this list, chat, Mega Chestnut is easily high A tier. It would probably be like right after Lizzie. I love Mega Chestnut's design. It goes from like one of the worst Kalos starters to one of the cooler designs in my mind. Also, chat, if I'm quiet for a bit, it's just because I'm hydrating to try to stay up. So yeah, I just hydrated. But I think Mega Chestnut is really good. I think it's cool. I think they brought the design really... I wish that was closer to what it looked like in its normal form, honestly. Alright, what do we got? Phantom line. Okay, I think Trevenant. I think Trevenant is like low B tier for me. And Phantom is probably like high C tier. I like Trevenant's design. I think it's really cool. Kind of annoying to get because it's Trade Evo. But I think it's cool. Pumpkaboo and Gorgas, though. I'm also not a big fan. I think I like them both. I actually like Pumpkin better than Gorgas. I think I like them better than the Sawsbuck line. Kid Spirit, yeah. I think that's where I would probably put them. Alright, chat, have I missed any of the Mega Evolutions? I haven't, right? There's just like Scovillain left. Probably forgetting something else. Yeah, I think it's just Scovillain. You're good? Okay, alright. Rowlet, alright, chat. How can you hate this whole thing? I like Rowlet. I think I would put Rowlet like right here behind Tropius. Actually, I like Tropius more than Groudle. I'm moving Tropius up, not that high. Tropius is better than Groudle. That's where I'm at. Rowlet, he's an owl. He's a cool owl. That's Rowlet. Dartrix though, Dartrix not great. I really do not like Dartrix design at all. Dartrix design, probably like here. I think I like Maractus more than Dartrix. But I do like its final form, Decidueye. Decadui as I call it. But not that much. Like, I feel like Decadui is like high C. And I think I like its Hisuian form slightly better. Decadui, high C Pokemon. Sorry, Sween. It had to be said. Rowlet, peak design. Not a fan of Dartrix. Not a fan. Just doesn't hit my design taste buds. You know? It's like when you go to the store and you're like, I want something sweet. And they're like, here's some chocolate. And you're like, that's not it. That's just not it, chat. Fomantis and Lurantis. Okay. Fomantis, I think I like here. I think it's like a high C tier Pokemon. Lurantis, I like more. But I think it's like low B tier for me. I wish that this mod was also slightly better. It actually got nerfed. Gen 6 traits instead has an in-game trade for it. Gen 8 has the wild area. Gen 9 has raids. He has it walking around. Well, at the time, it was a big one. Because I didn't have friends. If we're still talking about Phantom, that is. See, the trade thing is you have to have friends. And I didn't have friends. So, yeah, there's that. Morlul and Shiinotic. These are like discount Among Us Pokemon. I'm actually not a big fan of either of these mons, to be honest. They're like probably here. They're good in Pocket TCG, or they were. Those were fan, but the only issue is, but that's only an issue in Gen 6 at my point. Yeah, but that's when I would use them, is in Gen 6. Because everybody, including Poketel, picked Froakie for their starter. But also, I think Phantom is just okay design-wise. It's got a cool cry. Alright, chat. It's time for everybody's favorite Pokemon. It's time for the Bounsweet line. I think Bounsweet line is okay. I think Bounsweet is like... Bounsweet's probably like high C for me. You faint tonight? I probably will faint tonight because I'm going to be knocked out on sinus medicine. Steenie though, I love this design. It stinks that this design gets turned into Serena. I think Serena's an okay design, but I think I like it like here. Spin to win, yeah. Also, chat, this Pokemon's got a huge meme of shooting seeds out of its crotch. If you didn't know, it shoots seed out of its crotch when it Dynamaxes. When it Dynamaxes, it shoots seeds out of its crotch. Never forget. Also, was the very first Pokemon I decided to shiny hunt in Sword and Shield. And I got really lucky. I got it in like 200 encounters. Pretty cool. Delmaz, chat. How can you hate Delmaz? How can you hate Delmaz? I think this Pokemon is like... It's B tier. I like Delmaz. I think out of the Grass Ghost top, it's up there for me. It's a cool idea, cool concept. Very cool concept. It's probably not very good, but Cool concept. Savali, fake grass top. These are like almost. These two are truly fake. Yeah. There we go. It's pretty easy, actually. No. Delmaz, great Pokemon. It's cool. Cool Pokemon. Kartana? Okay, chat. Kartana is a really cool mon. Kartana is a fake Pokemon, though. I think it's a fake grass top. I do like Kartana. It's a fake grass top. Holy crap! We're plowing through the list. We're plowing through it, chat. It's a fake grass top. Let's be honest. All right, Grookey time. The monkey, the true monkey of the game. I think Grookey is okay design in general. I think the concept behind it is cool. Its shiny is kind of mid. I probably would put it, it's definitely B tier, but I think it's like right here, B tier. If I had to take a guess. Actually, Grookey's probably like behind Ivysaur. I think Grookey's behind Ivysaur. Thwackmeister though. Dartrix level. Not a fan of the Thwack. Not a fan. Not a fan, chat. However, I don't know if this is controversial. I do like Rillaboom. I think Rillaboom is a really cool designed Pokemon. It's not in B tier, I'm just moving there. I think Rillaboom is like low A tier for me. Fake grass type since mushrooms are not plants. Technically, yes, but these guys get a pass. Because they're cool. They're cool in my book. They're mushroomy cool. I like Rillaboom, though. I am not a fan of its Gigantamax form, though. Its Gigantamax form is like... probably like here. I don't like it. I don't like its Gigantamax. I think they ruined its form. Alright, Eldegoss, and I can't remember what your name actually is. Chat, what's Eldegoss's pre-evolution? That's all miss for me. I can see it. I genuinely can't even remember what this Pokemon's name is, so, fake grass top. And Eldegoss, C tier. I don't like design. Gossifleur, that's it. Fake grass top. I don't remember its name. Must be fake. Eldegoss, just bad. I can't say anything. I guess it got kind of a cool ability, in a way. Yeah, it's C tier, low C tier. Yeah. Applin, though, I remember seeing Applin, and people really liked Applin. I think Applin is okay. I think Applin's like high C for me. Flapple, though, I like Flapple. Flapple's pretty cool. I think it's not like the coolest, but I think it's like kind of like low B tier for me. Appleton, also kind of like a low B. I think Appleton's like that low B though. Like, it's kind of cool, but also not that cool. And their G-Maxes are kind of lame. Like, I'll put them both here, I think. I think it's like kind of like C-ish tier. Because they do gotta like have some coolness, but also not. When they're the exact same design, I have no idea. I could not tell you. Could not tell you. Hasn't died to ice moves though, so keep that in mind. Can't go there. Dipplin and Hydrapple. I think Dipplin is a cool idea. I think it goes like here. I think it's like low B tier. Hydrapple though, I do like Hydrapple. I think Hydrapple is probably low A tier for me. I think Hydrapple is just a really cool concept in general. I think they took the Applin design and they like perfected it. Like, truly perfected it. Alright, Zarude. Chat, I'm gonna be honest. Not a fan of Zarude. I have no opinions on Zarude. It exists. It's like cooler than like... What's it cooler than? It's like cooler than C-Dot, I suppose. Both forms. They're there. I remember when this thing was announced, I'm like, oh, that's very rude of you. Yeah, that's what it needs to be on, though. It lives there. All right, Calyrex. Calyrex, you know what you did. You know what you did, Calyrex. If you don't know, Calyrex, kind of creepy mon. Kind of creepy. Also, let's not forget, chat, what Calyrex did. You know what you did for me? It costs so many quest points, does it? I've never played Poke Clicker. I watched Jeremy play it. I don't even think Jeremy still plays it anymore, but I've got no opinions on Zarude. It just is there. He's just a little guy, yeah. Alright, chat. We're into peak grass top again. I like Sprigatito. Sprigatito to me is low S tier. Look at it. It's funny weed cat. Its evolution, I don't remember its name, is pretty inoffensive. I think it goes probably like right here for me. As Zarude has 500k quest points, the average quest gives you like, oh, that sounds awful. Sounds really bad, actually. Meowscarada. Meowscarada is like pretty high on my A tier list, though. I think Meowscarada probably goes like right under there. Florigato, that's its name. Chat, Flower Trick is a broken move. Flower Trick is really strong. Hey, fun fact, chat, I added that move to Project Nova. It doesn't do everything Flower Trick does, but close enough to it. Yep. That's the answer to that. Smoliv, chat, Smoliv is like probably like here for me. I think Smoliv's like low, it's like high C-ish Pokemon. Its design is okay. It's nothing to like rot home about, right? It's just there. However, this design, its evolution, I actually really like this design. I would say this design is like probably like right here for me. The only thing you can't automatize, you need to buy Zarude data a minimum of 9 times to get a completed state. That sounds awful. That sounds really awful, actually. Like, unfun awful. Although, I guess if you're trucking and you enjoy it, then, you know, you do you. But, yeah, Zarude just is there. But, I like Dolliv. I think it's a pretty cool Pokemon. I like its design. Arboliva, though, nope. Arboliva actually is, like, right here for me. I am not a fan of this thing. This thing is really annoying in the raids, too. Yeah. Mewtwo. I know people originally were like, oh, this Pokemon's sick. But I really do not like Arboliva. Yeah, also, these two, people really like these when they were first announced. I cannot get the hype around them. I also think these two are not cool. Bramblegastlon, like right there. Has a nice defense stat. It's really annoying in raids. It also just doesn't look cool. I think it could. It just, to me, it just doesn't look. It just doesn't look cool. Toad's cool and Toad Scroll. Alright, chat. These guys S tier, not really, but they are excellent. They are easy. I think low A tier for me. This guy runs. It's really funny. I'll put you above Hydrapple. Toad Scroll. I think I would put you like right here. I think it's a cool idea, cool concept, a very fast Pokemon. has a notoriously awful ability. For reasons, because it gets Spore. Capsicum. Alright. Chat, I don't know if this is a hot take. Scovillain and Capsicum. Capsicum, also not a big fan. I like it more than the Brambleghast line. Scovillain also, I think I like Scovillain like right here. Mega Scovillain would probably be also still low C tier. I think it does look better, but I feel like I think it would be there. Joy, hello. Why the hate Sunkern? Alright, let me get some water and I'll explain why. So Sunkern only spawns at a very specific time of day in Sword or in Scarlet and Violet. It also only spawns one at a time. And not only does it only spawn one at a time, it spawns one at a time in a very specific grass patch. And it is really, really annoying to shiny hunt. It took me a very long time to get it shiny. And Def got it shiny in like an hour after I challenged him to get it. So it stays in jail. It stays in the you know what you did tier. So, sorry Joy. I can't free it. But you should like the stream. Never forget. I'm pretty sure I have those messages from Def somewhere. Still. Alright. Sinist. Actually, what is this? This is Sinistra. Alright, Sinistra. I actually think Sinistra's pretty cool. So all the hate for Gen 1s. They have these. The authentic form. I'm just gonna leave them down here. I think you're pretty cool. Probably like above Leafeon, but I like smaller better. Sinistra though. So all the hate for one game. Hashtag rigged. They're all here for a reason. They're all here for a reason. Actually, most of the reason is from one game. Just not a big fan. Scarlet and Violet. Mind Control. Scarlet and Violet. Scarlet and Violet. Scarlet and Violet. Legends Arceus. Emerald Kazo. And Legends Arceus. I think you're like a C tier mon. Sinistra is like... Probably like right here. I'm not a big fan. PTSD? Yeah. It is. Alright, chat. I can't remember this thing's name. I think it's like Wu Qian. It's Slug Monster. I think it gets past the rude, but nothing higher solely because it theme slaps. Wo Qian. That's what it is. I always forget their names. It's because they're grass tops for the most part. Grass tops are awesome. Alright. Let's not persecute the grass tops. But it's got a banger theme. It's got a banger theme. I don't think anyone can deny the Treasures of Ruin theme slaps hard. But it's not very good. And its design is also just kind of mid. Next we have Ogerpon. Alright, chat. We're going to rank normal Ogerpon. Actually, I'm just going to rank normal Ogerpon. Just pretend these other ones, because they would be the same. Their designs are close enough to where they'd probably be the same. I think Ogerpon is high A tier for me. Originally, when Scarlet and Violet got DLC announced, I thought Ogerpon was going to be really dumb. But I ended up really liking its design and its like story. I just really liked Ogerpon. I thought Ogerpon was a cool concept. I think it gets all the way up here for Grottle. I think it's a pretty high A tier for me. It's not Shaman, but it's up there. I like it a lot. It's also just really strong. Brute Bonnet. This is not a grass top. This is not a grass top. Not a grass top, chat. Iron Leaves. Not a grass top, chat. Not a grass top. It's fake grass tops. So yeah, this is my tier list. This is the ultimate grass top tier list. Is there anything I would change? Anything I would change? I'm gonna move you up. That's what I would change. I like Torterra. I think it's a pretty solid list. Genuinely. some big surprises. Chat, was there any surprises on this that you guys just didn't expect? Why hydrate? Plink. Oh, Plink does work now. It's capital Plink. If you put a capital P, Plink will show up. Plink. Plink. Everybody's plinking. And there's also lowercase glorp. Never forget the glorp. Glorp army. Shaman Sky over Shaman. I like Shaman's regular form over Sky. I think Sky does it dirty. It's also really annoying to keep in its Sky form, as I have learned. Also, really bad against DOS tops. So, that's what it is. Alright, chat. Tomorrow, like I said, I'll probably be streaming it. It'll probably be 8, unless I oversleep. I'm going to try to get a bunch of sleep tonight, though, to rest up. And we'll be back 8 o'clock tomorrow, probably playing like Fire Red Leaf Green, or maybe Shiny Hunting and Sword and Shield. I don't know yet. I do want to do more of these, just not that often. I don't want to be a tier list Andy. Plus, I've got like a bazillion other things I need to do. Sorry for the lack of streams. I promise we'll make it up to you guys, because tomorrow we got 2 streams, which will amount to the normal amount of streams. And Saturday, I'll be back with Saren unless something changes. And we'll be doing the Egglock Cage Lock. And yeah, tomorrow, Pokemon Day. I hope you guys are excited. I will be talking about it a lot tomorrow. I didn't want to talk about it a lot today. But tomorrow morning, we'll be talking about it a good bit. 8 a.m. Eastern Time, I'll be streaming, hopefully. And on top of that, we'll do Resident Evil. It'll probably be after lunch, though, for Resident Evil, because I want to eat food before I do a long stream. Ari will probably be a longer stream. But I'm looking forward to it. I already have the game. It's already preloaded. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Chat, if you guys haven't already, please like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Also, you can check out my cool new merch. Helps out. Actually, I guess none of the merch is new, because I haven't uploaded new merch. But there is going to be new merch soon. Copium. Today is Pokemon Day? No. Tomorrow's Pokemon Day. We'll be talking about Pokemon Day a lot tomorrow, so I don't want to talk about it today. But I'm going to go rest up. I'm going to take care of my eye, take some sinus medicine, and knock out later tonight. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for being so supportive. I know my schedule this week has been really finicky. I genuinely appreciate it. My eye is feeling much, much better, though, so that is always a good thing. And, of course, as always, go download Project Nova. I'm doing a lot of work. Poketel's doing a lot of work. We have a lot of new form, even a newer battle UI compared to what was, like, the last update. That probably won't be released until 3.0 comes out. And I'm cooking with some stuff, some scripting. Go get it. It's on HackDex and GitHub. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.